Welcome to the 12th of March, 2024. My name is Jimmy Bradbury. I help entrepreneurially minded people who feel stuck in a 9 to 5 job, or maybe it's a business they own that feels like a job. I help those people take their knowledge and experience on any given topic that they're passionate about to be able to help other people move forward in their lives and get paid doing it. Now, I've had one of those days where things just haven't worked out the way I wanted them to work out. And that happens. That's just life. But one of the things that I've learned is that there is a way that you can either react to the situation or respond to the situation. I know that when these kind of situations happen to me, one of the things I love to do is just get outside. And for me, I love to swim. And today I did that. Things were just not going well for me today. So I went down to the local pool, which is a university here close by in Australia. And I'm just so fortunate because in that pool every single day are Olympic swimmers, both able-bodied Olympic swimmers and also the Paralympians. Some of them have become really good friends of mine, and there have been a couple that have become clients, and they were down there today. And I always think about what they have always said to me about their success. And I want to share those with you today, because if you're feeling challenged, particularly in the online world, or maybe you're stuck in a 9 to 5 job and you want to get out of it, for me, I've learned a lot from these Olympians. As I say, of some of them become good friends of mine, and they're just really nice people. They're just super, super, super talented, but they've got other things which I'll talk about in this live video. But they're just ordinary people, and it's just really grounding to be able to talk to them and see how their perspective is on success. Because if you want to get to the very highest level, particularly in sport, and get to the Olympics, there's some key ingredients that I want to share with you today. So if you're stuck in a 9 to 5 job and you're not feeling great, if you're in an online business and you're not feeling great and you're not making progress, if you've had a day like mine today that just hasn't been great, then here's some things I want to share with you. So 5 things Olympic swimmers have taught me around success. Number 1, and this is from good to great. So kind of from the low priority to the highest priority to be really successful. 5 things. Number 1, you've got to have talent. And that's almost like a given when you're in sport. You've got to have the talent. And I think in the online space, it's the same. You've got to have that enjoyment. You've got to have that desire. You've got to have that wanting to share your knowledge and experience. You've got to have that passion around it. So that's number 1. Number 2, you've got to have a huge work ethic. Now, these people that are Olympic swimmers are 17, 18, and they're still going to school. But every single day, they're down at the pool at 5:30. And in the afternoon, just after finishing school, they're there at 3:30. And they're doing that Monday to Saturday, 6 days a week. Sometimes they're down there on a Sunday as well. Incredible. So they're doing that, and that work ethic is there. Sometimes people talk of them as being machines, but I see them more as actually organized. They've really got intention. They've really got a mindset around being organized. So that's number 2, is work ethic. Number 3, they've got really healthy habits. They practice my meds as well. Meditation, exercise, diet, sleep, things I've talked about before. But I think one of their biggest, healthiest habits that they've got, which for me is huge in what I do, and I teach all of my students this, and I see it as the real differentiator between those that make it online and those that don't. And that's that healthy habit around consistency. It is so important. Like today, I've had a really challenging day. Now, I love doing lives, but I could say to myself, I don't want to do this today. I just don't want to do it. And there's something the Olympians have told me, is that there are days they get like that. And they fear that if they don't do it that day, they'll have stepped back, and it might be difficult to get back on the front foot again. And I kind of feel like that myself. If I don't do, what I was supposed to do, do my lives, do my content, do my coaching sessions, put my courses out there, whatever it might be, then sometimes if I feel like I don't do it, even just a little bit, even if it's not as much as I want to do, still do it, but do it consistently. Really important. So that healthy habit around consistency as well as doing your meds, really important. Number 4, having a good team, meaning having good people around you that are like-minded people. They've got that positive mindset, and they really are the ones that are going to cheer you on and support you and lift you up. Really important. So number 4, team. Number 5, this is the big one. It's right at the top. So going from good talent to great through these 5 things. Number 5, you can guess what it is. By a mile, they always say this. The most important thing for success, an Olympian or a high achieving sports person, right at the top of the list for all of them, is their mental skills, their mindset, the belief that they've got in themselves. You know, I'm going through a series of interviews with Olympians that I know, 6 of them, and all of them say to me, you know, when they get on the blocks on an Olympic final, huge fears, huge emotions, huge feelings churn within inside them, really churn within inside them. Can you imagine this? You know, standing on the blocks of an Olympic final, swimming or whatever sport it might be, everybody in the aquatic center, you know, 10,000 people, the world is watching you, all of the TV stations, all of the social media, they're all just down on you, and the camera is on you, and you're there on your own on the blocks. The one thing they always believe in is themselves. Belief in themselves is huge. They've had to work that mental skill. They've had to exercise it. They've had to manage it. They've had to exercise it, say, regularly. So believing in themselves, what they think when they're on the blocks, their feelings, their emotions, managing those, it's just huge. We've all got this to deal with. But I believe that when you take on board the belief and the desire to learn the skill of mastering your mind, then you're on a great journey to success. And I know that for a lot of people, that's a very challenging area, but it's just about taking a step at a time. So those are the things I wanted to share with you today. A little different because it's a little late here, but I wanted to do it. 5 things if you want to be successful as an Olympian, or if you want to be successful in whatever it is you do. Number 1, have the talent, meaning the passion, the desire, the want to do it. Number 2, having that work ethic. Number 3, having those healthy habits, whether it's my meds, but consistency, discipline, really important. Number 4, team, getting good people around you. And number 5, having that mental skill, wanting to learn the skills that you need to master your mind, belief, thoughts, feelings, emotions, fears, doubts, all of those things. We need to manage our mind, and managing our mindset, really important. Just wanted to share that with you today. So hopefully that's been helpful for you. I know a lot of people building an online business struggle to get started because they don't know what their thing is. So I put a free download down below. In the comments, there's a link where you can just click that link. And I've got a guide, which is a 6-page guide. All you need to do is click on that link and download my guide for free. Hopefully that's been helpful for you today, and I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.